Hey guys, we're going to go through a Heroku test just to kind of show you the pipelines and everything. So we have a pipeline that I've already set up. We're running two different servers. One is a staging server and the other is a production server. We actually have multiple pipelines that we're set up to do, but um, I'm just going to run you through one because they're all pretty much exactly the same. So in any case, we created a Heroku application. Those are then tied either through Heroku's their own Git-like repository or through GitHub. So what I've done is actually link my GitHub project directly to this Heroku pipeline. And so it allows me to do a couple of things. But just to show you a couple of things here too. So first, if we want, we can launch the application locally. It's actually what you see over here. So you see I can refresh the page and I'm getting this test. And that pretty much just allows us to test it before we even push it out. So, you know, it's incredibly useful to ensure that like everything, you know, works the way that you're hoping it will before you push it out. So we're going to do a non-automated deploy and then an automated deploy to kind of show the difference. So first, let's go in. So you already saw what the page looks like. So let's go into views and then go into pages. And then we're just going to change this index file a little bit. We'll add an extra line right here that just says, you know, I am changed. So we then do the standard Git. So I'm going to add this into the repository. I'm going to comment that I added it. So I'll say added extra line to index.ejs. So you can see that it's been added, and then I'm actually going to push it up to GitHub's master. So through here, I have pushed it to GitHub. Now, through the non-automatic deployment, I then would just have to click here to deploy a branch, tell it that I want to deploy master into this, and you'll see that it will begin its build, and it actually will give me a in real time, you know, setup. I'm building and I'm grabbing the dependencies, I'm looking at everything, and I'll say, hey, you know, that's cool, everything worked great. This is the address that lives at right now. So you can see, bam, that we have the I am changed now. Now, the really cool thing about this is that I can automate this entire thing. And I can say, whenever something gets pushed to the master in GitHub, automatically send it here. So, you know, we're going to do that now. So I'm going to go back in. I'm going to edit that EGS file again. I'll just add in another quick line that just says, you know, I am changed. Do that. We're going to add the file again. We're going to commit it with a quick update addition. And then I'm going to push to GitHub's master branch. And you'll see now that that's going over here, because this is set to auto, it will automatically spin up that change as soon as GitHub grabs it. So you see the GitHub just grabbed it. It's now beginning to build it through a webhook. So now we can see, bam, we've released our version 8. So if I go over here, I can see I am changed again has now appeared. So, ooh, I lost track there. Okay, so now the other thing we can do is, because this is just the staging server, we can push this to production with a single click. You know, I want to take all this information and put it into production. Bam. One click, and now it has released version 3 of our project here. And so now if I open it up in here, you see we have the latest version. Now you can also do A/B, so say, or dark light, that I just want to switch the production thing. I can pull these in and out and just move them around however I need. And again, I can always do this promote to production. However, realize that this still stayed the same as this will auto deploy master. Um, because you can set up automatic deploys in several systems, you could set up a system in which masters your production, and then you had like a staging branch, and then it would always grab staging, and then when you tested it, you knew that staging was done correctly. You could automatically switch it so that when you would push release or production branch or whatever, and then it would automatically go to where you wanted it to go, because then you could set these up differently. But all in all, the Heroku multi-server pipeline, incredibly simple, freaking beautiful, and it will do what you need to do. So thanks for listening.